And we'll check that extended forecast coming up here in just a little bit. Tell us about our guests.
We're going to talk the author of the month, M.D. Moffitt, Melanie. She's brought a fan club with her.
Very good.
Her dad and her publicist are here.
Very good.
But she's 17 years old and is working on her 4th book.
That's impressive
I know,
stuff right
isn't
there.
that cool?
That looks like it's got a lot of pages in it. So that's not,
This way exceeds your abilities. Let me look here.
comprehension, ability to write, and all of those things. So
294 pages.
wow, in print. I'm still working on my first. Nobody wants it. Hey, we'll find out what's going on there, and we'll talk and find out about these books that she's written, which look pretty cool. We'll take a quick break. Again, weather brought to you by Stillwater Medical Center. Back with the morning edition right after this.
Welcome back to the morning edition. We're joined by Melanie, correct?
Yes.
Melanie Moffitt. I'm just absolutely impressed with you. Your mom came by the office yesterday and dropped off a book, and so we're kind of having a little staff meeting. So I read the back to the whole staff, and everybody's like, that sounds really interesting and good. So at what age, Melanie, did you come up with the idea for your first book?
I came up with it last year, so I was 16 at the time. So I wrote it, I came up with the idea in my French class, and it went on from there. I wrote it for this thing called NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, and it happens every November, and you write 50,000 words in 30 days.
Oh, wow. So they tell you how many words to write and in how long a period of time. Does that ever kind of stifle your creativeness?
It does sometimes. It kind of puts on the pressure.
Yeah.
I'm doing it again this year. I'm doing it right now, actually, for the 3rd book in this series, and I'm a little behind because I'm kind of stuck, but
Well,
we'll
and
see.
what I should say is this is not, in fact, your first book. This is your 2nd book.
Yes.
But this is the first book in a series.
Yes.
Now, the first book you wrote, is it just completely different?
Yeah, it was actually going to be its own series, but I've kind of put it on a mini hiatus, so I'm not sure if I'll actually continue with it yet. I'm planning to later on, but we'll see how it goes.
But it's kind of like this is the one that intrigued you, and so you
Yeah,
decided
yeah.
you needed to work with this one. Well,
Yes.
that's great. Well, the back is very interesting. Why don't you give folks an idea what the background is about the book?
It's actually about a group of prep school students in New York, and they bring back these 8 gods that created the universe to help them fight in this big war between good and evil, witches and demons and stuff like that. So,
Well, some of the words or the names on the back, you definitely have a creative ability.
yes, I like the weird names.
I think they're good names. We were Jezebel Rathheart.
Yes.
That's a good name. They just really, I think they really just grasp your attention. Now, I'm into jewelry, so I noticed this necklace on the back.
Yes,
It's
and
the one that you happen to have on.
It is the one I have on, yes.
Well, I think that's neat. I mean, I think it's cool to meet an author who's wearing the jewelry on the back. The young lady on the front is your cousin,
Yes.
and
yeah,
you did the artwork,
I did.
and your mom originated the covers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, my mom's a photographer, so we're hoping she does all the artwork for the covers of my books and everything.
Now, the books can you get these here locally?
No, you can buy them directly from me. You can email me.
Okay.
But they are available online on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Oh, that makes it easy. Well, Melanie, let's go to commercial break. When we come back, let's talk about how you start a book and you've already done the 2nd, and you're working on the 3rd, and how that process works.
Okay.
We're going to go to commercial break, come back, talk a little bit more with Melanie about, I haven't even mentioned the title, I'm sorry, Ancient Origins. We'll talk more about the series right after this. Welcome back. We're on the morning edition with Melanie Moffitt. Thanks for being here this morning. 17-year-old local author, and this is your first published book in a series,
Yes.
Ancient Origins. The 2nd, you said, is going to be ready soon. Is that right?
Yep, hopefully early summer, maybe a little bit before, but it has to go through editing still, and we've got to get the cover and everything ready. So.
We know your dad, Mike, is the one who gets to edit it first, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he
he's
was
very
kind of
excited.
bragging before the show
He
that he already
was.
knows what's going on. And so if he's already editing the 2nd one and you're working on the 3rd one,
Yes.
that's quite a process. Now, when do
It
you find
is.
time between school and all your activities to do this?
It's actually really hard, especially during November. I lose a lot of sleep. I usually do it during class when I'm not doing homework or listening to a lesson or something. And I'll do it at home between school and work. And I try to fit some in before I go to school, or sometimes I write at work. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
We won't say where you work, but I'm going to find out at commercial. No. Well, I think that's very inspirational, because I would only imagine you almost have to make a schedule for yourself.
Yeah.
And that'd be tough. And then the pressure if you get behind, like you were saying.
Yeah, I know NaNoWriMo, they give you a little stats section on the website, and they tell you how many words you have to write or how many words you have left, and they tell you at the rate you're going when you'll finish. Right now mine says December 3rd, so I'm a bit behind.
Yikes. Well, you
Yeah.
know, but you don't want to rush perfection.
Of course.
What kind of advice would you give other young writers out there that, you know, constantly think, well, I ought to do that, but just haven't made the step to do it?
Mainly, again, don't let it pressure you. You take your time, because if you rush it, it doesn't end well. It'll take a lot of editing to fix it and everything. And I try to write at least every day. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but when you write every day, you kind of get into a habit of it.
Sure.
And so it really, even if it doesn't sound good or if it's not part of the novel or work you're working on, it's still writing and it gets your brain flowing. So that would...
When you're writing this series, does something happen and it makes you think, oh, that would be another really good book idea or series idea?
It does.
And you're trying to focus on this, but your mind's over here sometimes?
It does. I'll be thinking of book covers or something, or scenes that I want to happen, and then I'll think, that doesn't fit with the series. So I have a little notebook I carry around, one of the little pocket ones that I write ideas in case, like, I don't have paper or something. So I've got like 2 full ones already.
Oh, wow.
And I just bought them like a year ago, so they go through really
You're
fast.
going to be busy for quite a while.
I will.
Melanie, how can people get more information about you? Do you have a website?
I do. It's mdmoffitt.com. You can go on there, and it gives you where you can buy my books and the next one's coming up and everything.
Okay. So it's MDMOFFITT.
Yes.
Easy enough, or could just Google if somebody can find you easy enough.
Yes.
These would be great gift ideas for Christmas.
They would. We are having a book signing in Edmond, Half Price Books, on Black Friday, so there'll be sales.
Well, good. Well, good luck to you. I really appreciate you coming in this morning. Best of luck. And your fan club, it was good to have them here this morning as well. Hey, don't go away. We're going to come back, look at the extended forecast. Make sure you plan some extra time. It's very foggy out there this morning. We'll be back right after this.
Murphy's is proud to introduce this new trendy gadget from our Australian friend Alex of Dream Farm. This is a tappy. First, put it on your faucet. Rinse your toothbrush, then squeeze and drink. The perfect solution each day for brushing teeth. Tap, squeeze, drink fountain. Now cleverly the tappy in fun colors. Dream Farm, exclusively at Murphy's for all life's events. In beautiful